A full house expected here tonight, over 70,000, and the fans still filing into Mercedes-Benz Stadium just west of downtown Atlanta. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Atlanta Falcons. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 17.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Great beginning there under the bright lights of prime time.
Yeah, it takes you back to high school football on a Friday night, doesn't it? When you feel like every eye in the county is on you. In this case, every eye in prime time is on you.
Play action. Now Jackson. Able to hit his target Lamb. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Oh, able to avoid him. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. I think he got a yard to the 41.
1 yard gain.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Jackson. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action with Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. Able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line.
No gain on the play.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Now a 2nd and 10. Gibbs straight ahead.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Point after here coming up.
It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Makes the score Lions 7, Falcons 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Looking to put a drive together. On play action, Allen. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Play action here on the first play from scrimmage. They want to see how the linebackers are going to react. Are they looking to stop the run? Or are they going to sit back in coverage? A really nice job there of going in attack mode early, and they pick up a quick 1st down.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 36. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
From the gun, Jackson. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line.
5 yards on the play.
A gain of 5. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Throwing is Jackson. That's taken in by his big tight end. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
First down, Lions.
And Jackson throwing once more. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. He's got room past the 30. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now 2nd and 9. Now it's Jackson. That's complete to the Porter. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now Jackson. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. Oh, he's brought down. Remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number one.
38-yard line.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Falcons offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Second half begins with a run by Robinson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Robinson, the ball carrier.
Levante David in on the tackle.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Throwing now is Allen. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 38 yards.
That's good.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on third down.
Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there? Swarming to it and not allowing that to happen. Did not let him get downfield.
Second down and 8. To throw, it's Allen. Tyreek Hill's got another one. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it makes it third down and 2 yards to go.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and completely catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
In motion, Hill. Allen going to go on 4th down. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tyreek Hill from 17 yards out. And the Falcons take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. It took them a little while, but they are on the board here in this third quarter, and now with a chance to tie this up.
And it gives them a chance to exhale just a little bit, right? Because most of the time, if your first points come in the second half, you're often hopelessly out of the game, but not in this case. Now they have something to build on and a chance to mount a comeback.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So we're going to look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And he stopped immediately there.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Hardy sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
Jackson will keep it. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down.
Jack Fox in punt formation for the Lions.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Looking to put a drive together. Allen off the play fake. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. That is caught. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Allen now looks to throw. Over the middle, caught by London. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
That's another Falcons 1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. What do you think? Play this safe? Just worry about getting OT?
Yeah, don't make any risky throws. It's going to change the outcome. But if anyone slips, take the big shot.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Jackson. That's complete to Lamb. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Jackson. Short pass here taken in by Laporta. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Now Jackson. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's 1st down. Throwing, Jackson. St. Brown on the catch. Oh, he's hitting, lost the football, put it on the carpet. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now 2nd and 4. Jackson to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
3rd down.
A big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1. Jackson. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
A gain of 3 on the play. And the Lions first down.
And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
So the Lions now they'll get the first crack at things here in overtime as we are back underway. Gibbs gets popped and he loses the football. And the Falcons grab it.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pull it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now Allen. Caught on the slant. And this is a touchdown. Now it's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime.
So a win here for the Falcons. And this one, Charles, just too much Josh Allen.
Yeah, he really had his A game tonight. He threw a couple of touchdown passes, and he was instrumental in earning this victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.
Just about time for football now, here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Tonight, a good one in the NFC. It's the Detroit Lions and the Atlanta Falcons. On the return, it's Robinson. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this one.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
Short throw taken by Pitts. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On third down, it's Josh Allen. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Atlanta.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
A give, and here comes Robinson. And boy, tough to bring down there, fighting forward for a gain of 7.
Down at the 41. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 3. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. Third down coming up.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He'll try and get there on the ground.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. That'll be caught. It's Tyler Algier. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Off the play fake, here's Allen. Open man downfield, Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
First down.
A gain of 21 on that pass play. It's good for a Falcon first down. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. How about that? Quick feet there. Made a man miss. On his way to a nice pickup of 7.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide-open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for, and I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
That's good for a Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1.
He was brought down by Pat Surtain. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 11-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9. From the gun, Josh Allen. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
On 3rd and a couple here, and that's going to be picked by Jalen Ramsey. And the Lions are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And some movement right away. This crowd making its presence felt early. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
That's caught by Lance. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
3rd and short. Everyone's at or near the line of scrimmage. There's a lot of green grass downfield in the passing game. Traditionally, though, I'm a little more comfortable with this call when you've made the decision that even if it falls incomplete, you're going for it on 4th down. So I don't love 3rd and short, bomb, punt. I do love 3rd and short, okay, you fail, I'm going to go for it on 4th down.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. The Lions call their first time out. Talk things over before 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got his man. It's Hill. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, throw here for Allen. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
To the air once more is Allen. Open man, downfield, Chase has it. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
London brought in motion. Allen going to throw again. Open man, he's got it. It's London. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
3rd and 3.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Quick throw on the RPO is complete, and he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. Now the Falcons will use their 3rd final timeout. They'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw again, it's Allen. Throw over the middle, caught by London. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same.
Oh, man, left wide open. Good play design there. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Makes the score Falcons 7, Lions nothing.
Four seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. And he will not attempt to return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line. The Lions offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. Back to throw, Jackson. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the third quarter begins. The return starts from the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Lions offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He was brought down at the 26. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Third, they need 8. Throwing Jackson. He'll try to run for it. And they will finally run him down up near midfield. They'll pick up 23 on that one. First down, Detroit.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
A run here with Gibbs. Open space to the 35. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 21. Good for a Lions first down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
They'll try to throw here with Jackson. In trouble, and down he goes. Dexter Lawrence gets him for a loss of 4. And that'll set up third down.
Sacks are drive killers. And again, sacks in my mind are more of a quarterback stat than they are an offensive line stat. You have to have a clock in your head to understand where the weakness of the protection is, where I got to go with the ball if I'm hot, and at the end of the day, just get the ball out of your hand.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Intercepted.
They'll go play action here with Allen. Passing right side, and Chase has it.
Complete to Jamar Chase. Out of bounds at the 25-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
So, from the 25, it's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Robinson. And he'll pick up 2 to the 27.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Allen on 3rd down. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw of the day, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy's certainly one of them.
He'll step up and run this. And we brought it down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. And Thursday Night Primetime continues after this. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Allen's going to make the read and hold on here. The defense not fighting. They stay at home and they tackle him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson, and he looks to be a bit short of the line, and that is going to bring up 4th down.
A gain of 5.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw, and unable to connect there. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he will wiggle his way forward for a gain of a couple.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Quick slant, caught by St. Brown. And he's going to get awfully close to the 1st down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
But it's 4th down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. And he's going to have a Lions 1st down. They'll get the conversion. It's a gain of 14. Here's Gibbs. Hey, that's about as exciting a 1-yard run as you're going to see all game. Found a way to dodge that first would-be tackler, but not much after that.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
The Lions call their first timeout. We'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. To the outside, looked in by Lance.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Jackson now on 2nd down. A ball deep for the end zone. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work has separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
And he's going to have the Lions 1st down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive. Jackson up top again. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and
All right,
10.
so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And with that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And 3rd down coming up.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Here's Gibbs. A short kick down to the 7. Here's the 3rd and final timeout for the Lions. Clock stop with 18 seconds remaining. Second and goal. the shotgun, here's Jackson. He's got it at the 3. And he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up 3rd and goal. So it's a win here for the Falcons. Just the 1 touchdown in this one, but they made it hold up. They escaped with a 7-0 victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Falcons are winners as we say so long from Atlanta.
A full house expected here tonight, over 70,000, and the fans still filing into Mercedes-Benz Stadium just west of downtown Atlanta. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Able to slither by. That's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
It's a pickup of 6.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Oh, there's a nice move by Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. They'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback, and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping at air. But this time, he locked in on him the whole way. He took an excellent angle, and his grasp came up with the quarterback.
The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 and the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
To throw, it's Allen. A quick throw there is incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is third down. Allen now looks to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Josh Allen, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive, maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And not much happening on the return as we get this to about the 23. And Detroit getting set to go now. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
First down, Lions.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he's got some space here. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, 57 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that. And when they finally drop a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Allen now on the sneak. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
4 yards.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll make it 2nd down.
At the Lions' 46-yard line.
In motion, Hill. To the air, Allen. That one complete to Hill. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Here's Allen. Dancing away at the 35. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. And he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Shedding the tackle. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
2nd and 5. Now Allen again. Being chased out left. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Allen. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And the Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play. I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
Third down.
Here is third down and 4. Here's Jackson to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Detroit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up second down. And that will get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
31-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Bates' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Oh, good move. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually out in the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
Touchdown, Detroit! Jahmyr Gibbs with his second touchdown of the night. And the Lions have taken the lead. And that run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score.
Falcons 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. There's Robinson showing the flash. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there, just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Still fighting. All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
At the 2-yard
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
He's got his man, London, right side. Touchdown! Drake London, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And able to get this out to the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. In motion, the tight end. Throwing now is Allen. They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Robinson toss play left side. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He was brought
just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 9. Allen going to throw. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
A 48-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Dances by him. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Time for another look at this Lions offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead. The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 1st and 10. Here's Gibbs. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson now. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he will have a Lions 1st down, and that's the one that should seal a victory. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Atlanta.